The Mandalorian finale, titled The Return, aired today, and I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. This is Nerd is the Word, and we are covering Star Wars. To sum it up, I thought it was great. I know there was a lot of fan theories that were running wild and people didn't get the ending they expected, but who cares? I know that might be harsh, but just enjoy yourselves. It feels like people, Star Wars fans, Marvel fans, just have forgotten how to have fun. Like, are there problems with every property? Yes, you're not going to get the perfect thing. The Mandalorian season 1 was great because it was episodic. If it was just like that all the time, people would complain about that. So now they build actually a long-lasting story over a season and people are complaining. Were there disappointments? I guess so. I thought it was amazing. Seeing the Mandalorians all fight as one was incredible. It was great action. And Moff Gideon, who knows if he's alive or not, but Giancarlo Esposito is amazing. So if they find a way to bring him back without making it too cheesy, I assume they will. I thought Grogu and Din, well, I guess it is Din Grogu and Din Djarin, were the stars of this episode, rightfully so. The Darksaber is gone, which was the right call. It'll be interesting to see if they decide to replace it with something, with the first thing made in the relit Great Forge. But I don't think Bo-Katan needs it. I think she's going to continue to be the quote-unquote leader as they resettle Mandalore. I think that story is done for a while. Maybe they revisit Mandalore every now and then, but it feels like that's kind of wrapped up. Clearly, there's something more with the Mythosaur. I feel like it's probably Grogu that's going to be destined to connect with the Mythosaur, but who knows? That might be saved for the Mandalorian movie. Two things I really want to talk about from the finale. One, that scene where Grogu bends the fire around or uses the Force to protect him, Bo-Katan, and Din Djarin was incredible. I got emotional watching it. I don't even know why. Like, I'm a Star Wars fan, but I'm not a, full-blown diehard fan. And it was just felt so powerful. It reminded me of the Harry Potter scene in The Half-Blood Prince with Dumbledore. And I know a lot of people are reminded of Rebels with Kanan Jarrus. It was powerful. The music was great. Very, very good visuals with Grogu standing in front of the fire. And then the second thing that it feels like it was just kind of ran past. One of the complaints that I actually do agree with is that this finale was rushed. I would have been fine with 20 more minutes, even 30 more minutes. I don't think anyone would have cared if the finale was over an hour and a half, considering how many fans of the show there are. But the final thing is the clones with Moff Gideon and his explanation about that he was trying to make them Force sensitive. Is this a little hint at how they're going to explain Palpatine in the long run, that he didn't actually transfer his consciousness, that this is just a Force-sensitive clone of Palpatine? Instead of that weird, I haven't even watched The Rise of Skywalker in forever because I couldn't stand it. There was a couple cool scenes, but I'm just not a fan of that movie. Are they going to retcon it a little bit and say that that wasn't actually the Palpatine, that was just a clone of Palpatine that was Force sensitive as well? Is Admiral Thrawn returning in Ahsoka going to forward that? I really enjoyed this episode. I thought it was a great finale, and I'm very excited for Ahsoka, and I think The Mandalorian and Star Wars in general works really well when you're just doing each episode of a show. Now, Ahsoka will be obviously different, but how Tales of the Jedi and early Mandalorian and even Book of Boba Fett here and there, where each episode was just a story and it was self-contained and it was just Tales of Star Wars. Like, that's where I really enjoy, because there's so much that hasn't been explored. There's so many books, and I hope that they continue to do this. But let me know what you thought, anybody that's watching this, or give me your thoughts. Like and subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. Thanks.